Let's talk football now. Rendezvous are the early leaders in the Digicel Premier League after the first round of games concluded at the Wilde AstroTurf. 2 goals from Shandell Samuel in the 5th and 58th minutes, along with 1 goal apiece for Emerald George in the 26th and Romano Snaig in the 53rd, saw Rendezvous defeat Notre Dame 4-0 and lead the standings on goal difference. In the 2 earlier games, Belfield narrowly lost to Empire 1-0, while Weymouth Wales defeated Britain's Hill 2-1. First game of the night between Belfield Soccer Club and Empire in the blue. And after a goalless first half, Empire Club takes the lead through Sean Hackett. Some brilliant work in the area. Hackett slots home for the only goal of the game. Empire, they win it 1-0. Second game of the night now between Weymouth Wales in the green and Britain's Hill United. And we pick up the action in the 40th minute. A lovely 1-2 between Jamar Walters and Jomo Yearwood sees Walters working his way through the defense with some fancy footwork. But after his shot was blocked, it was Yearwood who fires home to make it 1-0 to Weymouth. 3 minutes later, Weymouth doubled their lead in spectacular fashion. Britain's Hill tries to work a set piece which is broken up, and it's Jamar Walters who gets the counter attack going with the forward pass. This time he makes it good as he follows up to collect the return ball and hits a beautiful drive from outside the box. That's 2-0. Britain's Hill will get themselves back in the game with this no-nonsense shot from the right foot of Mustafa Haq in the 65th minute. 1-2, that's how it ended. Up next was a Rendezvous versus Notre Dame in the blue and yellow, and this one would prove to be a nightmare for the Dames. They got off to a terrible start after conceding in just the 5th minute through a powerful headed goal from Shandell Samuel. Emerald George makes it 2-0 to Rendezvous after Notre Dame failed to deal with a set piece, and George thumps one into the back of the net. Second half action now, and the misery continued for Notre Dame as Rendezvous now playing with their tails up. They found the net once again through Romario Snaig. Then 5 minutes later, Samuels gets his second and Rendezvous' 4th when he slots it home past the keeper as the game finished 4-0 in favor of Rendezvous. Meanwhile, the Barbados Football Referees Association celebrated 80 years of service to the sport with an awards ceremony over the weekend at the Savannah Hotel. During the ceremony, awards were presented to officials with over 20 and 30 years of involvement in the sport. The Female Referee of the Year award went to Gillian Martindale, while Adrian Skeet copped the Male Referee of the Year award. During his address, President Edley Malcolm described the work of local referees as a tiring and thankless job.
We, the association, would love to see the day when refereeing becomes more community-oriented and friendly, and better relations with clubs. Because many times we are abused and criticized with spectators, players, managers, coach, even sometimes certain sections of electronic and print media. As a referee, one of the harsh comments that I hear that sometimes is when they said that, "Man, you just referring for the money." I must say here, I know if that was the case, many of us would have left this profession long ago.
Well, first Vice President of the Barbados Football Association, Captain Al Walcott, wants more referees to strive for inclusion on the international stage.
I believe that Barbados referees should be more than 6 persons representing this nation on the FIFA list. That is what I believe, and I believe that if you carry out the duties that you currently do in the 2016 season, and they are such that you reach a high standard, that we can have more than 6 referees on the FIFA list.
Delivering the feature address, experienced FIFA match commissioner Patrick Beckles challenged the referees to change their approach to football.
You must go beyond where you are if you want to reach where you want to reach. If you're merely content to put people on the FIFA list, we've missed the boat. If, however, the goal is to ensure that as many people participate and reach the highest level as possible, that's a whole different story. I want to challenge you in your 80th year that given that the organization of refereeing at the level of the National Association has changed, your approach and what you want to achieve must also change. I listened carefully to the President and I want to challenge all of you. It cannot be the sole responsibility of the Football Association to develop referees. If it is, it says there's no purpose for the Referees Association.